Hi everyone. So we're all familiar with the term self-love, but do we really know what it means? Some may say that self-love is about accepting yourself just the way you are, while others debate that it's about learning, growing, and gaining new experiences. I think it's a little bit of both. But there are also people out there who believe that self love is spending thousands on things you don't really need. Consumerism is a plague. Authenticity is extremely important, but I also believe that it's important to learn and grow and not repeat your mistakes. I always am a firm believer of too much of anything is too bad. I've stood by it and it's a testament in itself. But really, how do you love yourself? I've struggled with this concept for most of my life, and I think I'm starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. I've always struggled with the concept of self, the concept of having likes and dislikes, and I used to be stuck in a very negative loop. I still go there sometimes, but I know how to reel myself back in. I used to compare myself to everyone out there and used to have a negative image about myself. I was surrounded by negativity in every way. It was clouded with negativity. When you're clouded with negativity within you or around you, you start to lose sight of your faith and you delve deeper into that negativity, and then one day you just cannot recognize yourself in the mirror. You don't know who you are. You have this immense identity disturbance within you, or you either hate yourself, hate every little thing, you scrutinize every little thing about your being. This used to happen to me a lot. But how did I overcome it? I understood the concept of self through faith, through my faith. Now, if you're agnostic, this can still help you. Because I have 3 tips in which you can love yourself, right? So, self love can be achieved in so many ways. The very first one that worked for me personally was having a balance between praying and faith, and also quitting practices that were not allowing me to be my best self. Like, for example, you can take any bad habits that you would have had. Either you're ruining your sleep schedule, or you like drinking, or anything that is unhealthy for you. And the second way is to look at who you surround yourself with. Because if you surround yourself with people who put you down constantly, and people who discourage you to grow big, people who encourage you to put yourself in detrimental parts or detrimental ways, I don't think they're the right people for you. I hate to break it to you, but it's time to move on if you're surrounded by people like that. The third tip I would say is to look into your childhood. Either work with a licensed therapist or introspect about your developmental stages. So, this is where you connect with your inner child, the little child that was innately curious, loving, caring, or even possibly ill treated or abused. Connect with that little child in you and figure out ways to heal from patterns. Kids who have been abused at a young age by their parents or friends or family or anyone, they turn out to imitate that behavior. This in psychology is what we call latent learning. The kids observe their parents' behavior and display it at a much later stage in life. So, these are certain tips to conquer self love. Feel free to comment about your personal growth or your tips or your story, anything. See you in the next video.